Hi, I'm Grace. I will be your clinician today. Um, and so, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that everything that we talk about is going to be completely confidential, and it stays within this room.
Okay.
Okay? And the only uh, way it won't be confidential is if you harm yourself or are thinking about harming others.
Okay.
And that I would have a duty to report to higher authority. Um, so that's just something that if we come across it, we'll talk about it. Does
Okay.
that sound okay?
Yep.
Okay. So just let me know if you're feeling uncomfortable at any point
Okay.
at all during this
Will do.
interview. Okay. So, will you tell me a little bit about yourself, your name and your age and your race?
So my name is Bailey Barker. I'm 24 years old, and I am white, Caucasian.
Okay. And so, what brings you in today, Bailey?
I've I don't know, I don't feel like myself recently. It's just like, I really like, my boyfriend and mom told me I needed to see a doctor.
Yeah.
And so I guess kind of damn, but I don't know, just nothing. Like my mood just seems like it's changed,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Feel a little off.
yeah. Sometimes, like, I experience a little bit of anxiousness sometimes.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah.
So you were referred. Let me know if I'm hearing you correctly. You were referred um, by your doctor, and your boyfriend and mom were having some concerns
Yeah.
regarding your mood.
Yep, by my primary care physician,
Okay.
just for like an annual visit. I expressed some concerns to her. Then, yeah,
Yeah.
my mom and boyfriend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how these feelings of feeling off?
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe those a little bit more? What goes through your mind when you're feeling off?
Just like down. I feel like I'm just like nothing really can make me excited anymore.
Yeah.
I've had some past history with depression.
Okay.
Started more so in college, really.
Okay.
And then I recently moved like an hour and a half away from my hometown for a job after school, and I just feel like I can't get connected with anyone here. Like, I don't really know people besides my boyfriend, and like, I don't know, just a lot of stress with work, and yeah. But I think in high school, or I mean in the beginning of college.
So you're saying around the beginning of college is probably when these mood changes have started?
And they would go like on and off. Like,
okay.
I would feel a little sad at, like, more feelings of like sadness, but I didn't have a reason. I felt like
yeah,
I was just feeling like down in the dumps more so, and then something good would happen and things would be fine, and then I would be back. But really, it increased the past few months. I would say like 4 months ago.
Okay.
It's just like more like a steady.
And this kind of started happening when you moved, where your feelings of being down kind of increased a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
During these feelings, do you ever have any? I'm required to ask if you have any sort of suicidal thoughts or feelings of harming yourself.
No, not
Okay.
really. Just like, why is this happening to me? Like,
helplessness.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, more so helplessness, but not harm.
Okay. So, do you have any other sort of symptoms that you would like to tell me about when you're having these feelings of being down?
Sometimes it's like when people are trying to make me feel better, I just get anxious. Like I want them to stop.
Okay.
And like when my mom or boyfriend tries to get me out to do stuff, I just like get anxious. All I want to do is lay in bed and not really do anything.
Okay.
And going to work, it's just dreading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're kind of starting to feel you're isolating yourself, maybe.
Yeah.
And you kind of just don't feel like getting up out of
Yeah.
bed some days, and
just like not even talking to anyone.
And that can add some some anxious feelings.
Yeah. And that's what I'm going through.
Okay. So you've mentioned seeing a primary care doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen anyone else, a therapist, or anyone has?
I've seen a therapist in college.
Okay.
And a few times, more so like just when the episodes were happening.
Okay.
Just like, but I felt like I couldn't really connect to him. Really, I saw him, but it was just like didn't seem like it helped.
Okay.
So I haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah. So during with this doctor or any other doctor, the therapist from college, were you receiving any medication or psychiatric medication?
Yeah, I was put on amitriptyline.
Okay.
And back in the past or in college when it first started happening.
Okay.
But then I quit taking it just because I felt like I was gaining weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to take any medicine anymore. So then recently, before moving, I started taking it again.
Okay.
Just because I felt like with the change maybe it would help. But I am currently taking that.
Okay. So you thought it would help. Has it been helping?
No, I haven't really seen that much change. I don't know if, I just don't think it's helping that much.
Mm.
So I'm just still seeing because they said sometimes it takes a while to see results.
Okay. So have you had any sort of harm for other people? Have you felt?
Mm-mm. I wouldn't harm anyone else.
Okay. So in your family, has there been any histories of mental illness or sort of behaviors with involving mood, anxiety, or depression, trauma, substance abuse?
My dad has some drinking problems. I don't know exactly how severe it would be considered, but he drinks often.
Okay.
My brother has anxiety, severe anxiety.
Okay.
And sometimes being around him makes me anxious too.
Okay.
And my uncle committed suicide when I was young, so I didn't even really remember. But no trauma. But he had depression too.
Okay.
So.
Your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
So, and your dad, you said he experiences some drinking problems, and he drinks often. Could you describe maybe how often, maybe how many times a week?
He drinks about I'd say every other day. He says a few beers after work help him relieve some stress.
Okay. Thank you. So, can you think of any other occurrences where, in your family history, any signs of cancer, or do you have any cancer in your family?
My mom has skin cancer.
Okay. She currently has it.
Yes, but it should be fine.
Okay. So it's being managed at the time?
It is.
Okay.
So I guess that causes some stress.
Yeah.
So, but I think it'll be fine.
Okay. So about I've heard a little bit about maybe some people in your family experiencing a little bit of substance abuse,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps. So I'm inclined to ask, are you currently using any drugs or alcohol at this time currently?
No drugs, alcohol. Yeah, I'm a social drinker.
Okay.
I don't drink that often. Really, just on the weekends if I do anything.
Okay.
And that entails just maybe going to dinner with my boyfriend or going to have a glass of wine with someone.
Okay.
Or with my mom, but that's really it.
Okay. So, how many times a week would you say you? So you said the weekends.
Yeah.
So it would just be
like
one or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when was the first time that you had alcohol for the first time?
Freshman year in college, I tried it.
Okay. And then, would you say in college the use of your alcohol was the same as it is right now, or?
No, it definitely was more. I definitely drank way more, I felt like, but there was never a problem.
Okay.
I just more social in college, but I wasn't never the type that I didn't have too many friends, so it was just like, I don't know.
Okay, so you didn't have too many friends.
So I didn't have too many.
You didn't drink as much or more, would you say, from
college? I drank more, but
okay,
compared to now, but not like maybe a few times in the week, and then like a few times on the weekends. But
okay. So leading into that,
but I do drink caffeine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's considered anything, but I like coffee.
How much coffee would you say you drink a day?
Like 1 to 2 cups. It doesn't really keep me up. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I just drink it.
Yeah, I love my coffee too. So would you say that you mentioned earlier that you didn't have as many friends in college?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that, or your social groups, maybe in high school or before college?
In high school, I had a few best friends.
Okay.
But we all went to separate schools, and I still keep in touch with them, but it's just different now.
Yeah.
In college, I'm just more quiet, I feel like, compared to others.
Okay.
I had like a small, like some friends, but just not that social.
Okay.
But like I have an older brother who was in college too at the time, and so he tried to get me to become more social, but sometimes I just did not want to.
Okay. So these feelings of not wanting to be social, so did they sort of begin in college or high school, would you say? When did these feelings of not wanting to?
More so college.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would just kind of isolate myself from doing things, really just stay in my room, like.
Okay. And that's, so when you have these feelings of isolation, you like staying in your room. Do you do anything else to cope with?
Yeah, I
these
have
feelings?
a dog.
Okay.
I got one after college, and so that helps.
Okay.
It's like having someone,
Yeah.
you know, being able to relate to someone. But
that's great.
Yeah.
So in your life, you mentioned family-based stressors.
Mhm.
You mentioned your uncle passed away, and
Yeah, that's definitely a stressor for my family. But it was when I was like 3,
Okay.
so I don't remember a lot. It was my mom's brother.
okay,
So it was definitely harder on her and my grandma than anything.
can you think of anything recently that might have caused some feelings of isolation?
I guess just like moving.
Okay.
Thought it was supposed to be a positive thing, but it's just like I feel like it's my job's okay. I can't really connect people there.
Mm-hmm.
So just that kind of change.
Yeah.
But,
Transition.
Yeah. Also, some past family. My parents got divorced when I was in elementary school, so that kind of caused some anxiety. Just like feeling like I had to go from one house to another, and like spending time with one, and then feeling like I'm favoriting my mom versus my dad, and one being more involved and stuff. So
definitely. So how old were you when your parents were divorced?
8.
Okay. So, have you ever experienced any legal problems?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Or any hospitalizations?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, have you in the past or currently have any medical conditions, issues?
I get migraines.
Okay.
Often. I've had them since high school. They got more severe in college. I felt like it was kind of like stress induced.
Okay.
But also the amitriptyline is supposed to help with that.
Okay.
It's supposed to be an antidepressant, but also, I'm sure you know, but it kind of also helps with migraines.
Okay. Do you feel like that's effective?
For migraines, yeah.
Okay.
It helps, but I still get them often.
Okay. So have you had any head injuries?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Any allergies?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, we're almost done. Hang tight. I have a few more questions to go over, but we're gonna do an activity.
Okay.
So let's see. I put my card somewhere. Sorry. Over here. Sorry about that. First I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Do you know where we are right now?
Yes, we are at a house.
Okay. Do you know what room we're in?
The living room.
Okay. Do you know what today's date is?
The 20th or 22nd?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
Do you know what month it is?
It's October.
Okay. And the year?
2019.
Yeah. Okay. And okay, Bailey, so we're gonna do some we're gonna use some cards as kind of a visual. I first would like you to fold this card and place it on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. And could you please copy these shapes?
Mm-hmm.
And if you would, write a sentence with a subject and a verb. Thank you. Okay. So I believe that I would like to kind of summarize a little bit about what we've discussed today,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of I want to see if I am capturing everything that you want me to capture. And if at any point you think I've missed some important information, I would want you to step in and tell me anything that I've missed.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay.
I think just a few things maybe I should share with you before
Okay.
would be like I kind of want to work on like I guess I'm seeing someone because I don't have like coping ways to cope with some of the feelings I'm experiencing,
Okay.
and I just feel like I don't have that many people to talk to.
Okay.
Besides like some of my family and boyfriend really, and
Okay.
a few friends, but so yeah, just that kind of thing. But that's like the only additional information maybe.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bailey. And I really appreciate you coming in. I know it's not easy. And I want you to know that you've been doing great, and I really appreciate all of your feedback and your willingness to talk to me. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Of course. So if I have covered everything, so you're starting to feel these feelings of depression and a little bit of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sensing some mild anxiety and maybe some more severe depression,
Mm-hmm.
which could lead me to a possible diagnosis of major depressive disorder,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe with some mild anxiety.
Okay.
But we will explore more about that in the coming weeks. That is, if you are okay with seeing me possibly, I think we should start off maybe once a week,
Okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
If you are comfortable coming back, I think we could really, start working on some coping strategies like you had said.
Okay. Yeah. I think you did I feel like you listened today, and I mean, I don't want to see someone, but I feel like I should,
Yeah.
and I just feel like you've been helpful in what you've been doing. So yeah, I guess.
And so going back to summarizing, I think that I've so you're saying that these symptoms kind of started of depression and isolation and mood, your feelings of being down kind of started happening when you entered college, or happening at a greater amount. And that could have been because of the move, possibly.
Yeah, it definitely increased with moving.
Okay, and the transitioning of life
and
phases.
I did think it was like it was my choice. I wanted to move away from home. I don't even know if it's the move, but I just feel like I haven't met enough people. I love my boyfriend, but it's just like I don't know that many people here. Like, and he's been here already, living here for a few years, so it's just like that kind of thing. So I just like been isolating myself even more than before. But yeah, definitely the move.
Yeah, and you talked about how these feelings might have, you kind of started having them maybe in some major life altering occurrences or events that have happened. Maybe your parents' divorce, or your
I definitely think
family.
That caused some stress in the past.
Okay.
And still now, just like I'm closer to my mom, so it's like I relate more to her and I see her more. She's more involved in my life, more supportive.
Right.
So I think that could definitely have where some of my anxious feelings come from. I think work, like you said, works.
Yeah. So it's kind of bringing in those feelings of depression and anxiety, and in different areas of your life, one could lead to another, and so you feel these feelings are overlapping a little bit. Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think they are.
And so this medicine that you're back on, the
Amitriptyline.
Yes. So you have, it is helping with your migraines.
It is, yeah. But I just don't know, like, if I'll stay on it or what. But
Okay. So we can work a little bit with that and kind of also keep on track with your primary care doctor. And,
okay, yeah.
But so gathering, going forward, you had said your main goals. Can I hear a little bit about if you have any takeaways, maybe 3 takeaways of goals that you would like to work on?
I mean, I guess like recognizing when I am feeling like stressors that are causing me to feel down.
So coping mechanisms you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I think
Or
that would be
recognize-
another goal.
Okay, so recognizing would be one goal.
Yeah, for sure. Recognizing,
Okay.
just being able to like see the stressors that are causing me to feel this.
Okay. And then another goal.
Would be, I feel like I said earlier, I feel like I just don't cope with things very well.
Okay.
Um,
So maybe trying to find some alternative ways or alternative people to talk to, like you mentioned how maybe you wanted to have more people.
yeah, that would be
Involved?
my third goal. I
Okay.
think, I think definitely like being able to talk more to people, talk about my feelings instead of isolating myself.
Okay.
Maybe like for coping, like I used to enjoy running, but
Okay.
now I really don't. I would rather just lay in bed
Yeah.
and not do anything. But
But you're interested in doing some running.
yeah,
So maybe some more exercise so we can
yeah,
start trying to incentivize some exercise
Yeah,
into your
for sure.
daily routine.
hmm
Maybe try to shift your daily routine around a
Yeah.
little bit.
maybe like getting on a schedule of walking my dog outside and
Yeah.
going with my boyfriend to walk my dog. Like,
Yeah, those are great examples.
yeah, maybe I could try that.
Yeah, I think we could definitely try to get a more of a scheduled log, maybe more structured, that so you feel the need to maybe get out of bed and really try to um, go and move around.
Yeah. I think also like, like recognizing my feelings and what I'm like, maybe like try to see what's causing this.
Yeah.
Some coping
Okay.
skills to deal with these problems. I mean, I don't want to feel like this.
Yeah.
I just feel sad and down all the time.
So trying to find the root cause of this sadness.
Yeah,
and
then I guess like
helping to deal with it. Try to cope in a different way than what you're doing.
yeah,
Now,
instead
maybe?
of isolating myself, maybe talk to people.
Okay.
Maybe try to like, yeah. I feel like I always talk to my mom and boyfriend, but maybe reach out to some old friends and
Yeah.
reconnect. I don't know.
That's another way I think we can add more people to your social group. That's great that you want to reach out to some old friends. I think
Yeah.
that's another goal we can work on is reach out to others and reconnect. Do some reconnection to a time before you moved and before sort of these transitional periods started happening in
Okay,
your life. Would that be okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think overall, we can kind of start working on some recognition of goals
Mm-hmm.
or of maybe what's causing your depression
Mm-hmm.
or anxiety, some coping mechanisms, and maybe some groups or some reaching out to old friends.
Yeah,
So
I could try that.
does that sound okay?
Sure.
I would love to meet with you again, and maybe we can, after this, start scheduling for another appointment.
Okay.
Would that be okay?
Sure.
Maybe next week at
Yeah.
some point. I think right now it'd be great to see you. Maybe we can start out once a week.
Okay.
Does that sound all right with you?
Yeah.
All right, Bailey. Well, I really appreciated you coming in, and it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.